Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever time this video finds you, I hope you're having a beautiful day. Hi, my name is Dani. This is the first time you're hearing my voice. Hello, welcome. This is my channel. I hope you're having a beautiful day again. As you can tell from the title, this is a very late posted video. I attempted to do Vlogmas in December, but 2020 happened, and it happened very rapidly for me. So I am here kind of today to give you a culmination of what happened the first 2 weeks of December, because I really didn't want to toss the footage, and I'm kind of stuck in quarantine because I'm visiting family on the other side of the country. So I thought, why not have something to do? So here I am doing a voiceover mid-January and hoping this comes out alright. So hi, how are you? I hope you're having a beautiful day for the third time in this intro. And here we go. I hope you enjoy. So here I am, December 1st, 2020, around 7 in the morning. I'm opening an Advent Friends calendar. This is the first time in my life I've actually opened an Advent calendar. I've never actually had one before. So I thought it would be a good idea to research some and purchase one, but the ones that I found were mostly makeup ones or Harry Potter themed ones, and neither of those fit my style. So I ended up going to my local craft store and I found one on sale for 50% off, which ended up being like $12 to $13 if I remember correctly. Normally it was closer to $28 to $30, its original price. I did see it on Amazon later for like $66, which I thought was a little bit overpriced, but that's just me. I ended up opening on camera days 1 through 24, and on my channel I do have a full opening of this advent calendar, but in this video I kind of just cut it down to the basics. On day 1 I ended up finding a coffee scented eraser, and it did actually smell like black coffee, which I thought was very clever. And on day 24, I ended up finding a Friends trivia quiz for friends and for fans and super fans. There were 2 categories inside of the trivia quiz. I've actually never seen the entire Friends series, but I've seen a couple episodes, and hopefully by the end of 2021 I can probably play this trivia quiz. It's on my TV series to watch list if this quarantine ends up going the way I think it's going to go. So as you can see, I'm just kind of giving a brief overview of some of the items I got. And as you can see, I massacred the box. So if you want to watch me desecrate the entire thing, you can just click on the video that I have hosted on my channel. And here I am showing what was inside the box. The first thing I did find was a door hanger. On one side it said, "Do not disturb while I'm watching Friends." On the other side it says, "Come on in, let's watch Friends together." You can see the paper quality of the box wasn't great. I ended up destroying the door hanger. And there's nothing more I can say to that. I'm just very sorry to all the cardboard that I destroyed that day. Inside the box was actually seven stickers, 2 bound notebooks, 2 magnets, 3 sticky notes, a single black pen, 3 black unsharpened eraser, 2 coffee erasers, a single washi tape, as well as 2 self-inking stamps, and a trivia quiz. So, because this advent calendar really wasn't to my taste, it wasn't something that I was particularly interested in, I ended up researching to make my own advent calendar as a craft project because I thought that would be a good idea for Christmas. And spoiler alert, it wasn't. But I had fun making it. It just took a very, very long time. So I ended up going on Etsy to find a Christmas village advent calendar. I saw a picture of one on Pinterest and I thought, why not try to make one? I'm not very good at crafts, as I've found throughout the month of December trying to do a few of them. So this will probably not be replicated, but I thought, why not for this first try? I ended up going through Etsy, looking at all the options of what I could buy, and I ended up finding one at a little shop on Etsy called Little Llama Shop. And the advent calendar was about $5. There was no tax, if I remember correctly. So I ended up just paying $5 for the PDF of this advent calendar, and there was a recommendation to print it on cardstock. So I ended up sending it to Office Depot. So in that paper bag that you see are all of the prints of this little village. The cardstock in color was a lot more expensive than it was in black and white. So I made the decision of having a black and white winter village for my room to decorate it. So I ended up paying $4.68 for it, so this project ended up costing $9.68 to make, which I thought was not bad for an advent calendar. I used a pen, a glue stick, some scissors, and a ruler to make this work. It does say to use a bone stick, but I didn't know how to use that or to buy one, so I just ended up using a pen cap for it, which actually ended up working very well. So, as you can see here, I'm just making a list of all the things I wanted to do during Vlogmas. All the different activities I've never tried before, and all the Christmas things that I could do with the time period being as it is and everybody staying home. This was actually my first time celebrating Christmas, so there was a lot I did put on that list. In front of the screen is what the village looked like before I cut them out. It gave clear instructions on how to cut the craft paper out and how to assemble all the little houses. So now I'm just going to put it on fast forward and just assemble one of these little village houses. Yeah. Oh, what I didn't explain before was that I actually ended up making a few of the houses beforehand because I didn't want the first house that I put up to be the first one I put on camera, because I think that would have been a catastrophe. So I ended up doing days 25 through 21 off camera, and I started to do the rest on camera. And this little gold man here is actually something my friend gave me several years ago, so that's why it looks a little torn up. But inside of there is all of the pieces that were supposed to go in the advent calendar. As you'll see in the fast forwarded motion, I'll be pulling out papers from there to put inside of each of the little houses. So it's the next day, and I have made about 11 houses total in the village, and I just am showing a complete overview of what's going on. Not that a lot is going on. So, I am getting started on day 7 through. Now I'm going to go through day 7 through 20 for the next part of my project. Me being so careful with all of the cuts is probably what took so long, but it did allow for very clean edges when I was folding it. So after several hours, it became Vlogmas Day 3, and I had ended up finishing the village. So here are the first 11 houses that I showed before. It was about 5 a.m. when I finished, so after all of these houses are out, I'm actually going to end up taking a nap before I go grocery shopping. So, but really quickly, I wanted to show this is what my houses look like when I was very, very precise with them. And after a while, I got really frustrated how long this was taking, so I ended up making them look a little rougher than they needed to. So they ended up folding a little worse. I'm not gonna lie. So after a long, well-deserved nap, I ended up going grocery shopping, and I didn't get many shots outside because it was raining heavily that day, and I was inside for a very short period of time, but I did want to show my haul and what I ended up getting. So here's an overview of my $22 grocery list. I ended up getting... Oh, could you please ignore these bottles in the back? These are already things that are in my kitchen. They're pantry staples. So I ended up getting a dozen eggs. I ended up getting a package of chicken legs, or drumsticks as they're called. They ended up being $4.54 because I think they were on sale that day for 99 cents a pound. I got ground turkey, green tea, 2 very large cans of tomato puree because they were on sale, a can of the mushroom pasta sauce, some almond milk, a bundle of bananas, some romaine hearts for tacos, 2 bags of frozen broccoli florets, some Mandy's that are in the back, a container of whole wheat spaghetti, some chicken bone broth, and I don't believe I show it, but I actually did get a container of raspberries. And here are those Mandy's I was talking about. I'm assuming that's a play on the word of mandarins. They were very good, if you were wondering. I haven't had an orange in a while, so I do remember the taste. So that's my haul. I do remember paying about $22 for it because I took a picture of my receipt. I don't remember the exact total. I ended up paying about $21.50 for all of this. I rounded it up to $22. But if you're wondering why I only spent that much and why I got certain things, it's because I was using all of this as my base on what I purchased. Taco seasoning, a bag of brown rice, some white quinoa, rice noodles, a bag of frozen blueberries, a bag of frozen green beans, and a single can of black beans. But I did have a lot more bags of frozen fruit and veggies, so this week was actually meat week, so I went very protein heavy on my video. Sorry, I went very protein heavy on my shopping list. So that was actually the end of day 3. I didn't end up doing very much. I was very exhausted. But day 4, I ended up going to the thrift store with my roommates, and I was looking around seeing what I could find, and we ended up driving a little farther away to go to this thrift store because there isn't one very close to our apartment. But here I am, just perusing the Christmas section, seeing what I could find. I didn't end up finding anything of purchase value for me in the decoration section. I'm very bad at decorating, so I ended up vetoing everything I found. But I did end up going into the Christmas top section because I wanted to wear an ugly Christmas sweater during the holiday season because I'd never actually done that before. And I got a small clip of what all the Christmas sweaters look like. But here is what I actually ended up buying. I ended up buying a Christmas vest, an ugly Christmas vest. I don't know if that's counts as an ugly Christmas sweater, but it was the one that I liked. So I thought, why not? And I ended up buying a Christmas pajama shirt because I had pants but no shirt for the day I wanted to wear Christmas PJs all day. But here's my ugly Christmas sweater vest. It ended up being 50 cents because of that orange tag. That was what was on sale that day at the thrift store. So it ended up being, I think, $1.10 for both of my clothing items. So I thought that was a steal. And there is my Christmas shirt. I thought it was festive. I don't know what I was thinking. But it was red, white, and green, and it fit the theme, I guess. So that was actually the end of my day 4. We just ended up going to the thrift store. It wasn't a really exciting day, and you can ignore my bedding on the side. I apologize about that. So, several days have passed, and it is now day 9 of Vlogmas. I am making myself a strawberry banana smoothie, and I'm just working on editing all day. And yes, that is my little unicorn in the background. I think she's cute. I'm finally seeing that after a month later. And here I am. I am now at 16 minutes, and I've edited that down from about 4 hours of footage, so I was very proud of myself at that moment. So it's about 7 p.m. and I'm eating dinner by the time I get that far, and it's a flourless burrito bowl, if I remember what that recipe was. And it's just ground turkey with beans and tomatoes and a few spices. And this is my last day of actually anything productive. And I ended up doing a haul of everything I bought for my advent calendar opening, because I still haven't opened the advent calendar. It's been several days. As I told you, everything piled up on me after that third day, and yeah, it was just a lot. But I did end up going to the Dollar Tree, Walmart, and several craft stores within that time period to buy everything I needed. So I'm just going to give you a cumulative haul of everything I bought. So I ended up buying this glitter, this white glitter. I ended up buying this white glitter. Some abuelita hot chocolate, which is my favorite hot chocolate. If you haven't tried it, I would give it a whirl. It's a bit spicy. Some E6000 glue. Let's put those to the side. I bought a plastic mason jar from the Dollar Tree. Some glitter glue. A Sharpie. I have no idea why I bought that, but I bought it. I bought another Sharpie. Some Mod Podge. Hope I'm saying that right. And that was all for the Dollar Tree. And this is all from two different craft stores in my local community. So the actual wooden crate is actually just for my room. It was for future decoration ideas that I had. But here I have a mini Christmas tree. I did have a very big Christmas tree that we had decorated in November. But I wanted a small one for my room. And it does look very, very beaten up. I'm so sorry to that tree to this day. I bought this pre-made snow globe. I bought decorations for the mini Christmas tree. So I think that's some ornaments and a red star. Some little mini Christmas tree for the snow globes. Some fake snow. I really went all out on this. I bought more tiny decorations for the tree. I can honestly tell you that tree still has not been decorated. I bought a needlepoint thread project because I did want to start another craft project. I don't know why, but I did. I bought a glass mason jar. I think the idea here was I wanted to make different snow globes. I was very ambitious at the beginning of December. I bought a large section of white felt that I wanted to make as snow. I bought some mini pine cones, as well as a mini snowman, because at this point I didn't think I'd ever see snow in the region I was at, and I needed to make a snowman as one of my advent calendar days. And I also bought some glycerin for the snow globes. And last but certainly not least is actually the thing I really wanted to do the most, but sadly I did not. It was the gingerbread house. This is the one I bought at Joann's, and I thought it would have been a fun project to do. But that was my haul. That's everything I bought, and here's an overview of it all. Sorry about the lighting. It was like, I think 8 p.m. at night, and I was working on very limited lighting situation here. And that's my abuelita's hot chocolate. If you haven't tried it, again, I highly recommend it. It's my favorite. But I'm also very biased. It's basically my childhood. So, it is my last vlogging day of December, and it was day 13 of Vlogmas, and I finally saw snow. I was out there for hours like a 2-year-old. It was magnificent. It's like I never seen anything falling from the sky before. So this was actually the first time I've ever seen snowfall before, so I thought it was a bit magical. And when I mean hours, I mean I spent hours outside. I was freezing when I came back in. I was not properly dressed as I'd never been in this type of weather before. But you've made it to the end of the video, and I would like to give a few closing remarks. If you've made it this far, I would like to thank you so very much. Again, I wish that you have a beautiful day. And this is my little snowman friend that I met while I was walking home. And because it was that perfect type of weather, I thought it was the perfect day to have a self-care day. So I took a hot bath, I made myself some hot chocolate, and I decided to watch a few Christmas movies because I thought, why not? So, as my hot chocolate is being made, I would like to tell you thank you so much for watching this video. I put so much effort into it, and for you to take your time to watch it, it means a lot to me. If you've made it this far, I don't know if anybody ever will, but thank you. And I hope you have the best day ever. Thank you. Oh, that was cheesy. Sorry. And I realized, yes, I have Abuelita's hot chocolate put away, and I decided to grab the Swiss. It was already open. I'm so sorry to myself. Say thank you. Thank you to anyone that actually made it to the end of this video. And thank you for being you. I hope you have an incredible day. I send you my best wishes, and